Hey friends, this is probably my last Easter Sunday in the pulpit of Royal Poinciana Chapel. And in the score of years before I came up here, I had developed a marvelous and individual approach to Easter sermons. Jeff, you will remember, I began every Easter sermon with a joke. Nothing to do with the sermon. I didn't even try to make it apply. Its only purpose was to make people laugh. Well, you know, a Palm Beach crowd can be intimidating. So I decided the first year I'm not going to do it, and the second year, and the third year, up to the 8th year. But this year, what can they do to me? I've already announced my retirement. So I'm going to tell you a risus bacchus. I don't know if you know the Latin. It means Easter joke, and I did this research myself. You won't find it in any other church. In the Middle Ages, everybody went on a Lenten fast, and they gave up everything that was fun. They really did. And so when Easter came, or at least Saturday noon before Easter, they were allowed to take up everything they had given up. And oh boy, imagine how much fun that would be. So they did. But by the time they got to the 6 o'clock Mass, assuming they had given up alcohol, maybe, or whatever, they were really ready to go and feeling no pain whatsoever. And the priests, clergy, decided to tell stories. They were feeling so good. You're allowed to laugh anytime you want. And so it got so bad that Pope Clement X outlawed risus bacchaluses from the pulpit. They were very strange stories that the priests told. Well, I'm not a papist, so I'm going to violate the papal decree. Here is the story. It's old, and it's about prayer. This proper Presbyterian lady had a pretty little parrot named Polly. And Polly was a delight to her mistress, but she had a most annoying habit. Every time she met somebody new, she would say, "Whoopee, Charlie, I'm a good time girl." Now, that was a little embarrassing to the woman of the house, especially when the proper Presbyterian parson came to call one day. And don't you know, he walked into the house, and the first thing he heard was Polly saying, "Whoopee, Charlie, I'm a good time girl." And he pretended to be shocked, of course, and the lady said, "I don't know what to do with him." And the parson said, "Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of it. I've got 2 parrots down at the manse, and all they do all day long is pray. I'll take Polly with me. We'll get down there, and these parrots will have such a wonderful influence on Polly, she'll never be the same again." Sure enough, she put 2 covers over the cage to keep Polly quiet. He walked her down to the manse and back the hall to his study, opened up the door, and sure enough, here are 2 parrots, males, their heads bowed down, praying. Upon which Polly didn't care. She let out a "Whoopee, Charlie, I'm a good time girl." One of the parrots hit the other one. He said, "Hey, Luke, wake up. We finally got what we've been praying for." See what you've been missing the last 8 years? You put handcuffs on my mind. My Easter sermon is called, "So What Else Is New?" The nonchalance of Easter. It concerns how timidly we accept and pass along the fantastic, triumphant news that Jesus Christ is risen from the dead. Years ago up north, you don't